In the last video, we learned that Node is a runtime environment for executing JavaScript code. But what is a runtime environment really? Well, before Node, we used JavaScript only to build applications that run inside of a browser. So every browser out there has what we call a JavaScript engine that takes a JavaScript code and converts it to a code that a computer can understand. For example, Microsoft Edge uses Chakra, Firefox uses SpiderMonkey, and Chrome uses V8. And because of these varieties of engines, at sometimes JavaScript code can behave differently in one browser or another. Now a browser provides a runtime environment for JavaScript code. For example, you probably know that in a browser we have the window or document object. These objects allow us to work with the environment in which our code is running. Now up to 2009, only way to execute JavaScript code was inside of a browser. In 2009, Ryan Dahl, the creator of Node, came up with a brilliant idea. He thought it would be great to execute JavaScript outside of a browser. So he took Google's V8 engine, which is the fastest JavaScript engine out there, and embedded it inside a C++ program and called that program Node. So similar to a browser, Node is a runtime environment for JavaScript code. It contains a JavaScript engine that can execute our JavaScript code, but it also has certain objects that provide an environment for our JavaScript code. But these objects are different from the environment objects that we have in a browser. For example, we don't have the document object. Instead, we have other objects that gives us more interesting capabilities. For example, we can work with the file system, listen for a request at a given port, and so on. We can't do stuff like that inside of a browser, right? So in essence, Node is a program that includes a V8 engine plus some additional modules that give us capabilities not available inside browsers. We can work with the file system or network and so on. Both Chrome and Node share the same JavaScript engine, but they provide different runtime environments for JavaScript. Now I have seen people comparing Node to C# or Ruby or some other programming languages. But these comparisons are fundamentally wrong, because Node is not a programming language. It's like comparing a car with an apple. By the same token, Node should not be compared with frameworks such as ASP.NET or Rails or Django and so on. These are frameworks for building web applications. Node is not a framework, it's a runtime environment for executing JavaScript code. Next, we are going to take a look at how Node works.